Hello and welcome to another episode in our World of Work interview with series. My name is Joe and I'm an event and hub coordinator here at Pathways. And today we're going to have another insight into the different courses and different jobs available to you if you go to university and taking on the different subjects. Today with me, I have Eddie.
Hi.
So we're going to get straight into finding about Eddie, his experiences at university and the different what he studies on in his course. So I'm going to get straight away into the first question for you, Eddie, and that's, what course are you doing and where are you studying?
I'm doing product design technology. I'm in my first year and I'm at Loughborough University.
Perfect. So before applying to university, what subjects did you take at school? What was the route that you took? Was it A levels or were you at like a further education college? How did you get to where you are now?
Well, I went to a sixth form college and I took A-level maths, A-level design and technology, and a BTEC in computer science. Maths, I chose that because it's a really nice kind of transferable skill, so you can get into lots of different courses, lots of different jobs. That left it quite flexible, but at the same time, I was fairly sure I wanted to do a design course. So, design technology seemed like a really nice kind of direct path to that. And also, I just really enjoyed doing design technology at GCSE, plus just in my spare time doing kind of projects which are sort of design projects, that kind of thing. It was just what I was interested in, really. And computing, there wasn't really anywhere that wanted me to do computing to get into it, but it's a job it's a kind of skill that I wanted to get a bit better at just for, personal projects I've been doing, and also because it could be useful in some jobs, and it just looked like a really good, opportunity to do this. Plus, I also did extended project, which is worth about half an A level. And I chose that because I found it quite exciting because you get to choose what subject you do it on and then do just a project on it. So that was great.
No, that sounds perfect. So was it that there were certain subjects that you had to study in order to do product design at as a degree level?
Yeah, there are I don't know if they're all like this, but most product design courses will ask for either maths or physics.
Okay.
And I chose maths because it was a bit more transferable. I guess physics probably is as well, but I kind of preferred maths. And then, yeah, you don't always have to do design technology. A lot of sixth forms don't offer that anyway. So you could equally do art instead or another design related subject. But I chose DT because it just seemed a bit more, it seemed more like something I'd enjoy.
No, perfect. And it sounds brilliant that you were able to take subjects that you enjoy rather than feeling like you're forced down a certain subject because that was the specific thing that they needed. You could still do the stuff that you've got a passion for. So that sounds
Yeah,
brilliant.
exactly. Because I did apply for another sixth form college and they didn't do DT, they only did art. And so I thought I might try doing that, because it does fit the qualifications. But they gave me some summer work to do to see whether I'd get in or not. And just by doing the summer work, I just kind of realized art wasn't really for me. And I realized I kind of probably wouldn't want to do a whole A level in it. So I think I learned quite a lot from that.
No, I think that's kind of like a useful development skill, to be able to reflect and think, yeah, I could take this route, but actually, am I good? I'm going to get to the same point if I go this way or that way, but I'm going to enjoy this way a whole lot more. So yeah, exactly. Why not go down that route? So that's perfect.
Mm.
My next question for you is, what sort of skills have you developed throughout, studying on your course?
Well, it's been really varied, and that's been what I've liked about it, really. There are some skills which I never really got to try before. Like I never got to use SolidWorks before, which is what we do CAD in at Loughborough. I'd never done any metal work before, and now I've got to do that. But there are also some much more basic stuff that I think most people have done before, like foam modeling, like sketching, where I'd already done it, but you almost get to start again. They kind of take you back to the basic skills and make sure that everyone's on the same level. And on top of that, you've got more technical subjects like electronics and mechanics. So yeah, it's really varied and that's quite useful.
So have you found that, obviously, because you did design technology, but as you said, not everybody would have done that at A level to get onto the course. Has it been quite similar to design technology at A level, or is the two courses, your own university degree and design technology as an A level, is it two completely different sort of a big, like a big step up?
I mean, it covers the same things, but it's done in a very different way.
Okay.
Because when I was at sixth form, sort of the you had a practical project and you also had the theory stuff, and they were kept very separate. It was almost like two different things you do. Um, but now, now I'm at university, rather than having those two things, we have 7 different units.
Wow.
Yeah, and every one of them will kind of, you'll learn stuff in a different way. There could be exams. Generally, there's more coursework and there's exams on the course. So you get to kind of, it's not like you do one project which is practical and then theory is completely theory. All the subjects you get to kind of do different tasks in them and stuff. So it feels like you're doing a lot of different courses, which is quite interesting. It gets, it makes it feel a bit more varied.
No, absolutely. And do you get to choose the modules that you do, or is it very much kind of that these are the things that you have to study and you've got to focus, or can you actually say, I actually enjoy these aspects more, I'm going to spend more time on them?
Well, in your first year, there aren't any optional modules. In fact, there aren't any optional modules until year 3.
Okay.
But at my university and at a lot of universities, you can choose whether you want to do the BA or the BSc. It varies between university what the difference are, but generally speaking, the BSc is a kind of more scientific one. The BA might have more of a focus on product styling. I chose the BSc because I wanted to learn go a bit deeper in maybe electronics, mechanics, that kind of thing. And the other thing is, everyone will be given the same tasks more or less in the first year on your course, but you can still choose what kind of direction to go in. So everyone will be given the same task, but you might all end up with very different solutions because it is a creative course.
No, that sounds, the fact that you've got that element of freedom and creativity sounds really, really interesting. So thank you. So kind of like, what one thing would you like people to know who are thinking about applying to your course? What is a piece of advice or something as like a word of warning that you'd like to share with them?
I think if you're thinking of applying to this course, one of the main things to remember is that everyone will come from, people won't all have done the same courses to get here. They've come from different places. And that means, you shouldn't worry too much if there are 1 or 2 areas that you're not that confident in. For example, when I started the course, I wasn't that confident in, sketching or CAD. And I was worried I might kind of be a bit left behind with this, obviously, because of some people coming from, art A level and that kind of thing. But it's not something I'd really worry about because you kind of, as I mentioned earlier, you kind of go back to the basic skills and to make sure everyone has a really strong foundation in the basic skills. For example, with sketching, they make sure everyone's okay with 2 points perspective, with creating, and it also makes sure everyone's kind of coming from the same direction of it, so it's easier to do the lessons. So yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a massive step up from A levels to university. Do you very much make sure that everybody's on the same level before sort of taking that step up, would you say?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it's definitely challenging, but they make sure it's not like they're relying too much on everybody being absolutely amazing and something you've done before.
No, that's perfect. And then my final question to you is, obviously you're in your first year now, so it might be a little bit early days, but in a couple of years' time, when you finished the course, you graduated, what is it exactly that you see yourself doing, or what do you hope to be doing?
I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, definitely something design related, you probably expect. I've had a few ideas, like something to do with experience design, staging design, or living aids. I mean, they're really different areas, but I think that's a good thing about doing a really varied course. You get to have experience in a lot of different areas. And yeah, so whatever I come out with wanting to do, I will have a bit of experience with each. Plus, I think when I do placement in my penultimate year, that's probably going to help me decide a bit because I can see what kind of thing I do or don't like through doing my placement.
Okay, that sounds perfect. And yeah, I mean, it was a very mean question. Don't worry. I probably still don't know what it is that I'd like to be doing, so I completely understand. But no, it's good that you're very much aware how you will sort of develop and grow throughout. You are only in your first year, so you've got 2 years at university, and then your placement years kind of figure it out. That the industry, what different options that you've got in front of you. But the fact that you have got a couple of ideas as interest is really nice. But I think it was really, really nice that you picked up on the fact that you're going to get a lot of transferable skills from doing this course that are going to apply to
Yeah.
so many different jobs. I think that's a really important message to share. So thank you for that. That's all we've got for today. So I just want to say thank you, Eddie, for spending the time to talk with us and to be a part of the Interview With series. I wish you the best of luck with your studies and hope it all goes well. And to you guys, thank you for watching and listening. Hopefully you found it really interesting about Eddie and his journey, and also about product design as a course. If you want to find out more, there's plenty of places online that you can do some research about product design and figure out whether it's a course that you'd like to pursue or just learn a little bit more about. Please head to the Pathways website to get some more information about us, and please feel free to check out any more episodes in the Interview With series. But in the meantime, that's everything from us. Thank you very much for listening, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.